Hi, welcome to Manor Classics. It's Friday morning and Tim and I are doing our usual weekly walkabout of all the cars that have just come in for the sale, which is going to be on the 14th of December then? September.
September.
But big news, there will be 2 days. So keep watching, we'll come back to you on that. But before we go any further, just from the whole team here at Manor Park, we just want to offer our love, strength and condolences to the people of Southport. So we're thinking of you. Mm-hmm. So, Timothy.
Yes.
Look at this.
Look at this indeed. GT40.
GT40 Replica.
Replica. Okay.
Have to be careful about that.
Yeah. Okay.
It is quite nice. It's come to us from a collection to the unfortunately deceased estate, but the gentleman was one of us. He was a big petrol head.
Right.
There are some other cars that have come, which we'll point out to you as well.
Okay.
And some motorbikes, which I think Dave or Jimmy will point out to you as well about the motorbikes that have come from the collection. So it's quite a large collection. Mm. But this is, it's spectacular. It really is. I think it's beautiful. It has the proper big V8 engine in the back. Uh-huh. We haven't got it running yet, but we'll come back to you on that one. But yes, it's going to be in the sale.
Yeah, certainly looks the part, doesn't it, Jim?
It looks fantastic because it's quite authentic in the interior, the way the windows are screwed on.
Yes.
With the little air vents. It looks very authentic.
Yeah. And these doors are great, aren't they?
Oh, they're fantastic. They're fantastic. Regrettably, I can't fit in it.
I'm not sure I will, actually. Well, if it did, I wouldn't be able to get out.
No. Might take 3 of us to get you out of it, but it's... and I'm sure you know why it's called the GT40.
I do, but you're going to tell me anyway.
Come on, you tell us.
Well, the 40 is the 40 inches high, I believe. That's right.
That's it.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And the racing one used to have a dome in the roof of the helmet.
Ah, right,
So if you ever see footage of early racing GT40s, there was a hump in the roof.
Ah, right, okay.
And that was to accommodate the driver's helmet.
Because they did win Le Mans, didn't they?
They did. They were, in
the 60s.
They took Ferrari on,
didn't they? Yes.
They won. That's a great film, by the way. Have you seen that film?
I have seen that film.
Great film.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this will be in our September the 14th sale. Please come and have a look at it. If you have an interest in this car, you really need to come and see it and just satisfy yourself what it is, what you're getting, but how nice it is as well, because it is very, very nice.
Looks super.
It does. Right, next one.
Okay, so next up then, we've got this gorgeous Jensen Interceptor. Jim, look at this.
Beautiful,
I believe this is a Mark III.
Yep.
Finished in the lovely metallic blue. And just have a look in there, Charlotte, that interior. It's just beautiful. Magnolia, cream hide, piped in blue. It is a super special place to be in there, in what is a super special car. I mean, I love these. Yes, they're not the most economical of cars to run, Jim.
Well, does it matter?
But, but the kind of mileage that classics do, that these cars do, very, very low. So, not too bad on the wallet. It's a big 7.2 litre engine, I think, in this.
It was a combination of British craftsmanship and American mechanics. So whenever I see a Jensen Interceptor, and you're a man of a certain age, unlike myself, so you will remember this, Jason King. I
do remember Jason King, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Peter Wingard.
Well, I believe was
a chap's name. Yeah, I think that was the chap's name.
Yeah.
He had one of these, didn't he?
He did, and it was one of the first cop TV shows, I guess, wasn't it?
Yeah,
shirt button down to here, medallion,
that's
beard,
the one.
Dark hair.
Are you talking about me or you there?
You. Back in the day.
But coming back to the car, Jim, it really is super. I think, price-wise, they have tailed off a little bit, these, but they're still doing decent money. 30 grandish,
yeah, like there or thereabouts. But the good thing about them is, like everything, yes, the market is a little bit fluctuating, should we say. So that means it's a great time to buy something, because if you buy something now and enjoy it and keep it, chances are it'll be worth a lot more, because these were 50,000, 60,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll come back again.
Yes.
I'm sure they
will.
Most
things, hopefully.
Yeah, like most things. And then the next car that's fresh in is this.
Now, this one's a little beauty, Jim, isn't it?
Well, we've had a few of these. We like these Fiesta
These are good news, aren't they?
They're brilliant.
The Super Sports.
Brilliant.
Really
we like
good
them.
News.
And this one is a little bit different because it's left-hand drive.
Yep.
UK registered left-hand drive car. Now, the nice thing about this is, should you wish to take it back to Europe, you can. And if you had a villa, apartment, whatever, what a nice little car to buzz around in. It's lovely.
Yeah, that's nice, that, Jim. 78,000 kilometres showing.
Yep.
Nice. I mean, that interior, that Czech interior is in really good condition.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it? That's
It's beautiful.
super. There's no wear there at all. I suspect that they've probably been redone, but they are super. You've got the centre console there, the nice RS steering wheel, the RS alloys on it as well. Sunburst red, which is probably, if you're going to buy one, it's probably the best colour, isn't it?
It is.
It's a nice,
It
bright,
is. And it
classic, that.
There's always this, people always worry about, especially with fast Fords, is it a copy, is it not?
Yeah.
There's a telltale sign on these, which is and you can see it here on the rear, if you want to come and see it, it has...
Is that the bulge?
The bulge.
Ah, yes, there
for
we
the
go.
spare wheel, because I had a bigger spare wheel, as you know.
Yeah.
And these were the forerunners to the XR2s.
Yes.
So there's less of these.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and we all know where the XR2s went. So these are very, very collectible, but this is a great car.
Yeah, it's a really
Lovely
nice
condition.
example, isn't it?
It is fantastic.
And don't let the left-hand drive put you off, guys. I mean, I've got a left-hand drive Renault 5 at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a French import, 1974. I got used to left-hand drive within a day. The only difficulty is when you're overtaking. But other than that, for standard use, it's great. You just get used to it and you just adapt, and it's no big problem. The pedals are the right way around, which is good.
Yeah.
The only thing you need to think about, obviously, is the gear lever. And occasionally you'll dive down and grab the window winder. But, but once you get your head around the gearbox, it's fine. So don't let the left-hand drive put you off.
Yeah, and there are... I mean, I spoke to a gentleman about one of these probably about 18 months ago he came along to see the car and he was looking at it and he was contemplating converting it back to right-hand drive.
Okay, right.
And he was of the opinion it wasn't such a big thing to do. Which
No.
Technology wasn't at its biggest or greatest back then, so it may well be easy to do. But I'm with you. I'd keep it left-hand drive, enjoy it.
I think so.
And have some fun with it.
I think so.
And the European market is a good place to be. And that's perfect.
Price-wise on that, Jim, what do you
I think it's mid-teens,
like
I believe.
That,
Mid to late teens, there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
But again, it should do more because of what it is and its condition.
Yeah, it's great condition.
It's lovely.
Right, okay then.
And on to the next.
Pop outside, Jim?
Yeah, let's go outside.
Let's go and see what's out.
And here we are outside with more cars that have just arrived. So, Timothy, tell me about this.
Okay, late 80s TVR project, Jim.
Yep.
Very satisfying project for somebody, this one. It comes with the interior, so the interior is not actually fitted.
Right.
So that's only refitting. Further recommissioning work required. Value-wise, I'm guessing this will go through as a no reserve.
It will.
Yeah.
Yes.
So potential bargain for somebody there with that one.
Well, it is, and as you say, it's a very pleasing project, and it should be £3,500–4,000 maybe.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, because they are becoming rare now, aren't they?
They are. Nice looking car.
Great colour.
And then on to this one, Jim. Another TVR. Let's go for a stroll in the sun.
Come on, then.
Let's go for a stroll. Now, this one's a super example. TVR Taimar. So, I remember these in the day. They had the Taimar, they had the Taimar Turbo. This one's the non-turbo one. 3-litre Essex V6 from memory, Jim, on those. Great period colour combination, the cream and the green. It's just a stonking looking car, that.
It is. And what makes this rare, on the information I've gathered, it's got the hatchback, because not all of them did.
Ah, right, okay,
So it is a hatchback,
so the glass,
and it has the Webasto style sunroof.
Yeah.
So very rare from that point of view.
Yeah.
So our TVR people tell us.
I like that.
It is nice.
I like that one. Bit of recommissioning work required on that one as well.
Yeah, it needs a bit of recommissioning, and this has come from the same home as the GT40 replica.
Okay.
So that's where it's come from. So you can see that the gentleman was very much into his cars.
Very much so. Yeah, I like that one. Value-wise on that one, Jim?
Not quite sure yet. We're just figuring it out. But I don't know, £6,000–8,000 maybe.
That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the market may dictate what this car is worth more so than us, but it's very, very rare. And as you rightly say, it's a great combination, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Very period. Love that. Love the roof.
I love the mirrors as well. Even down to the GT mirrors. It's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just looks right.
Does, as indeed this one does as well. So this one's a re-entry, Jim, isn't it?
Yes. And the gentleman bought it because he wanted to buy the green Z3.
Right.
And I'm not quite sure what happened or how it happened, but he ended up buying both of them. So whether it was he's seen green BMW, I don't know.
Yeah.
So he bought it, he's paid for it. and it's back again.
And
so
it's back again.
But it's not a bad car.
No, no. Loads of service history with this one, I think, Jim.
There is. Yeah.
Long MOT.
Yeah.
Miles, a bit toppy, 150,000 miles or so, but I think these...
But it's a six-cylinder BMW.
Six-cylinder engines
It's
can
fine.
take it, can't they? And
It's
a nice,
fine.
very pleasing colour.
It's a great
combo, that one.
It's a great combo. But again, no reserve
No
car.
reserver. Yeah.
It's a, on a day like today.
Lovely.
It'd be
Ideal.
fantastic,
Ideal.
wouldn't it?
Ideal.
It would.
Okie doke. And then this one's literally just arrived, hasn't it?
Well,
It's lovely silver
the engine's
Boxster.
still warm.
Engine's still warm.
So-
Yes.
So this is a
Okay.
2.7 Tiptronic Boxster. And it's come from a lovely gentleman up in Halifax, up that way. Who just drove it down to us. Classically silver, blue hood, beautiful car, nice mileage.
Yeah.
It's got a sports exhaust on it. It does sound exceedingly well.
Yes.
And there's a beautiful array of paperwork.
Great.
And one of the invoices says IMS bearing replaced.
Excellent.
So
That's good news.
a question that we're always asked on Porsches, this has been done. And the car, well, price-wise, I think it's going to be somewhere between, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe a tad more.
Yep.
Maybe towards 6.5, 7 possibly, but it's a great, nice
Yep.
example
Looks
of a
decent,
Porsche
Nick.
Boxster. It is. And again, I know
Yeah.
we talk about this from time to time, I think Boxsters are now becoming into their own. Because they were kind of forgotten about for a while.
Yes.
Now they're becoming desirable. And
Yes.
this must, being on an 03 plate, this will be one of the last 2.7s
Okay.
as well.
Right.
Which makes it a little bit rarer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Lovely.
yeah, nice car.
And ideal for summer as well.
It
Well,
is.
certainly what's left of summer
Today.
today,
Yeah.
indeed.
So Tim, tell me about this.
Well, what I know, Jim, is this is a rare little car. It's a Mazda Mx5 Mark 1, obviously, but this is a BBR Turbo,
Oh,
which were built in very, very limited numbers.
yes, they were.
BBR Brody British Racing, I think it stood for.
Yes.
Very, very perky car, this. Courtesy of that turbocharger. I mean, they're perky anyway, but this one's got a serious bit of grunt. Pop-up headlights, of course, as well.
Yes.
Very pleasing colour combination, like you say. That, to me, looks like a newish hood.
Yeah, the rear screen's very clear, isn't
Rear
it?
screens tend to go a bit opaque in these, and I should know because I've got one. So I know that. Got the tan leather upholstery.
Yes.
Overall, that's quite an attractive little car. Something, again, nice for summer. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe $5,000-ish.
I think it's going to be a wee bit more. I think a standard MX-5 will be kind of there or thereabouts.
Yeah,
But with the BBR,
yeah,
I think it might be 6 or 7. But
right.
you know,
Who knows?
listen, the world decides, not us.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
yes, but the colour combination here is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
With
It's
the
great.
tan with the black works a treat.
Nice looking car.
It is.
And the last one,
Well, it's 2.
well, maybe 2 more
There's
actually.
2,
Yeah, let's have a look. What have we got round here? So, I spy an MGB.
You do.
An MGB project, barn find by the looks of it, Jim.
Yes.
So what do we know about this one then?
Well, it's come into us at no reserve,
Yep.
which is great. But what I don't know an awful lot about it, but what I do see is there's every possibility. I know it's rusty and it needs a bit of getting at on the bonnet,
Yeah.
but I think underneath it's original.
Yep.
It's got the hard top.
Yep.
Okay, it's a chrome bumper.
Yep.
It's sat on the Ross style wheels
Just have a look in there, Charlotte.
with the chrome embellishes as well. So
Chrome
it's pretty
embellishes,
much
yeah.
all there.
I mean, that hardtop itself is worth a few bob.
It is.
Motor Lita style steering wheel. Got the original interior there by the looks of it.
It has, and it's got the original steering wheel in the boot as well.
Great. Okay.
But I like that wheel. It matches the interior.
That's quite a rare colour as well, Jim.
It is. And do you know what? When if you look at the car,
Yeah.
I mean, how well does that door shut?
Yep.
Look at the gaps on the panels.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Yep.
So it will be a very, very rewarding project
Yes.
for somebody.
Yeah, yeah. And that won't be big money either, will
No
it?
reserve. So
No reserve.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
But again,
yeah.
you know, something that we talk about from time to time, starter classics.
Yeah.
That ticks many boxes because it could be your starter classic and you could do a minor restoration on it.
Yeah. And the great thing about MGs, you get parts. Parts aren't that expensive.
No.
Readily available. You're not waiting months and months and months to get stuff through.
No.
It's all readily accessible, which is why you still see so many of these on the road.
Well, that's
They're
it.
just a great usable classic.
They are. And it's, you know, again, as you're saying that, I'm looking at the boot lines, I'm looking
Yeah.
at the door line. That's sits really well,
it does.
I have to
It
say.
does. It does.
So yeah,
Yeah.
interesting car that.
Yeah. Okay.
And
then
then the next one, well, again, this has come from the estate of the gentleman who had the GT40 and the TVR.
Right.
There is another TVR to come,
Okay.
which we're waiting to go and collect. So we'll do that one maybe next week.
Yes.
And there's a load of motorbikes, which Dave will probably go through or Jimmy will go through. But this comes with it. Now, yeah, it's a VW T5. It's quite a nice one because he was starting to make this a bike carrier. So I believe in the back, it's got bike carriers. It's all got the electrics to charge bikes up with. There's,
Super.
There's a bench. The seats inside are very nice.
Yep.
It drove up from a place called Luffield, which is Leicestershire.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It does need an MOT,
Yeah.
and it is using a bit of water, so there's every possibility that maybe it's got a head gasket, but
Right.
who knows?
Right.
But again, it's going to be at the sale. It's going to be a no reserve.
No reserve.
But again,
Yeah.
it could be anything you want it to be.
Yeah. 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 It could be a day van, camper van, whatever you want it to be, like motorbike van.
Well, I think that's what he was aiming for.
Yeah.
Because it's got a new tow bar on it. It's got nice alloy wheels on it.
Yeah.
And the colour, it's actually white underneath that. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
Super.
got, and the other good thing about it is it's got sliding doors both sides.
Great.
Most of them
Oh,
have
that's
one
useful,
side.
isn't it? Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's super.
Interesting.
And that's another no reserver.
Another no reserver.
Right.
Right,
Okay,
let's
then.
go inside. Right, Tim. Look at this.
Like that.
Like that.
Another
okay.
Boxster.
Yes, but not just another Boxster.
Go on
This
then.
is another 70th anniversary.
Oh,
So remember those cars that Porsche made for the 70th anniversary? And we've had the 924 Turbo, the 944 Turbo, the 914.
914, yeah, I remember that one.
We've now got this.
Yeah.
So a bit of a theme going with
Yeah,
us in
yeah.
these 70th anniversaries. They were all built, obviously, to commemorate, all in the same colour, which is the colour of the 918 Spider. So you can't have this colour or anything else. The interior is unique, completely rebuilt by Porsche or a Porsche dealer.
Right.
And this car has come to us from a Porsche dealer. It was on display in their showroom. So we're very fortunate to have this, which is very nice.
That's lovely, isn't it? It's actually in
beautiful.
great nick, isn't it?
It is. It is. Not quite sure if the reserve's going to be on it yet, because we're just waiting to confirm that with the dealer.
Yeah.
But it's very, very nice.
Yep. And a
Now-
long MOT on that one as well, Jim.
Long MOT, yes. Well, they all have. Well, on that vein, these two 911s,
Yep.
which were also on display in the Porsche dealer
Okay.
showroom.
Yep.
So they're both
Yeah, yeah.
997s.
Yeah.
They're both different in different ways. This one, I believe, is the manual one. So this is this is the
Yeah.
C2S manual.
Manual, okay.
Which I think has done mid-30s in
Yeah,
the mileage.
38.
Yeah.
38k on that one.
Beautiful, silver, classical.
Yeah.
The Carrera S wheels, the red calipers. It's just...
That's a fine looking thing,
It's a
isn't it?
fine-looking car, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. But what you've got to think, if this and that have been on display within a Porsche showroom, they're going to be nice.
Yeah.
And they are.
Yeah.
And then there's this.
Yep.
Now, again, this is a 2S, but it's Tiptronic. It's got
Okay.
sports chrono, which makes it a wee bit different from that one. But,
Yep.
and I don't know how or why, but this one's
Yep.
actually on the insurance register
Right.
in 2016. It was obviously something quite simple, but the insurer decided not to repair it. However, I've had a quick look around it. I can't see what the problem may have been. It could have been something as simple as wheels stolen off it, or I don't know.
Who knows?
But it is on the register. But anyway,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
again, beautiful.
Like you say, Jim, it's difficult to tell why it's on the register.
I
'cause
don't
it
know
looks
why.
Very, very straight, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and the fact that the Porsche dealer chose to have it in their showroom demonstrates how nice it actually is. So
Yeah. So that one's 73k miles, MOT through till July next
yeah,
year,
and Tiptronic,
and Tiptronic,
and with sports chrono.
and sports chrono as well.
Yeah, amongst
Cool.
other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
one's the manual one,
Yeah.
2S manual
Yeah.
with 38,000 miles.
38.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then we got this little bundle of fun here.
Yeah, while we're doing a German thing, we have
Yeah.
this BMW Z3 1.9 in black with a black interior. Nice car, 83, 89 maybe?
69.
69,000. There you go.
Yeah, 69,000 miles on this one.
Nice low mileage.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Again, as I keep saying, I spent a long, long time with BMW, and I had this exact same car in the exact same condition, and I got my biggest ever speeding fine coming back from Wrexham
Oh, right.
for seeing a customer. Yes, and a gentleman of the police Welsh force decided to stop me and give me a ticket. Anyway,
And how fast were you going, Jim? I'm intrigued.
Well, it was 8:30 on a Sunday morning.
Right.
There was nothing else on the road. You can see I'm trying to justify this, can't you?
You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Should we stop it there?
Yeah. I was obviously going over the speed
Obviously
limit.
over the speed limit. But that's a nice little car. Very, very honest, that one, I would say.
It was.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
No reserver?
No reserver.
No reserver.
Great.
Okay.
Great buy for somebody.
Yeah.
And then, look at that.
Well, you know what? When I walked in this morning, my eye was immediately drawn towards that. That is such a rare thing, isn't it? It's
beautiful.
And is it me, or does it look great?
It does.
It looks fantastic.
It does look great.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come with an awful lot of paperwork, which is puzzling. Because this car has got a story to tell. I just don't know what it is. The engine bay is beautiful. It's got the correct engine stickers in the correct place. The interior is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The bodywork's beautiful.
Yeah.
It drives very, very well, as you would expect.
Yes.
What I like about it is it's sat on a set of Cobra slots.
They're great, aren't they?
Which, if you're a child of the 70s,
So 70s, those.
if you didn't have a set of them, you hadn't arrived.
Absolutely.
The original wheels and tyres are in the
I've
boot.
just spotted those, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know what it is, and I can't tell you, but there's something good about this car.
Yeah.
But I've got no paperwork to back it up. But just looking at it, this car has a history, a good one.
We had a 120Y saloon in last year.
We
Which
did the blue one.
Really good money.
It did.
I don't see any reason why that won't do very similar money. And this is rarer than the saloon, isn't it?
That was a four-door, wasn't it? That was a four-door.
Yeah,
this is the
this
two-door
coupe.
hatchback.
I mean, it's
or
just
coupe.
so rare.
It's beautiful.
It's so, and of course, you know, mid-70s, this, Sunny, and the Toyotas at the time, they were the reason why the British produced cars struggled, because you come to one of these in the winter and it would start on the key.
Yeah.
And just look at that, you get a rev counter, you get a radio. You get a clock.
Yeah,
everything like that was all extras, wasn't it, on the British cars?
Yeah. Unheard of on British cars.
And by rights, this shouldn't really still be here, because boy, could these rot.
Well, that's why I think it's got a story.
But yeah, it looks great. I'm very taken with that.
You know, if anybody out there recognises this car and has an idea where it's been, tell us, because I'd love to know.
Yeah.
It's just too nice.
Yeah, it is. So 6 to 7 on that one, we reckon, Jim?
6 to 7, yeah, again, yeah.
Which I think is, I don't know. I should do that all day long by right, shouldn't it? Because it's such a rare little thing and a great looking little car.
Well, there's nothing to compare it against, that's the thing.
No,
so
absolutely.
if you've got a Japanese car collection or thing going on, or you just wanted to have a car to go to shows in, that's going to get you noticed.
Yes.
That's your car.
Yeah. Super, like that one.
Yeah, like that one.
And where to now? Should we do the MGF?
Do the MGF.
Yeah, the MGF.
Yeah.
So this is a, MGF in silver, the red and black leather upholstery. That looks nice.
Yes.
You know, these are typically classic British sports car for not a huge amount of money. They're easy to maintain. As long as, you know, keep a check on your water levels, keep a check on the water pipes that run underneath the car.
Yep.
They're pretty bulletproof. And they're available for not a huge amount of money. This one's no reserve.
No reserve.
Mileage was under 40,
under
I think,
40,
was it? Under 40,000 miles.
And do you know now, you can actually buy a kit for these. That you take it to a garage, and this kit does the water problem. So it does head gasket and the pipes.
Right.
It's quite inexpensive.
Yeah.
And again, that future-proofs the car. So it might be worthwhile doing something like that.
I think so.
And I have to say, I think these are on the up.
Yeah. Because, again, the numbers of these have just dwindled.
They have.
But
those that are left.
have been looked after. And they're the ones to cherish.
Yep.
Okie doke. Next one then, Jim. You're standing there by a very burgundy red Ford Escort 1.6 GL.
Lacquer red is what's called.
Lacquer red?
Lacquer.
Lacquer red. Okay,
lacquer.
then.
Yeah, that would be a Liverpool one. No, lacquer red.
Lacquer red.
Lacquer red is this colour.
Now, is it me or... I mean, that looks super clean.
It's very clean.
Yeah.
It arrived last night. The gentleman drove it from, and again, I want to say North Yorkshire. I could be wrong, but that's what I've got in my head.
Right.
But it arrived last night about 4:30.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, were we surprised how nice it is.
Yeah, that's super. I mean, that's the original stereo cassette there, isn't it?
It's
I had one of those in my XR2. Very, very similar.
It's completely standard.
Yeah.
You know, the correct
1.6.
wheel trims.
Yeah.
You know, everything is just nice.
Yeah, and that, just looking at around the rear arches, because they could go up, but that one's clean.
Yeah, here, well, there's a sticker there. Yorkshire Thoroughbred Car Club, so it has come from top end of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
But it still has its dealer sticker on the back window. It still has its number plates from the dealer. It's just everything you want it to be.
That's
so,
nice. Oh, values. I mean, values on these.
I think
what do you reckon, Jim?
I think they're at the very, very lowest. This is in at no reserve.
Right.
But again, I think this would be a real canny buy for somebody because A, it's easy and enjoyable to drive.
Yeah.
And it's, again, you turn up as a meeting or a car club and this.
They were everywhere, weren't they? In the 80s, 90s, these things were everywhere.
Yeah,
and
now they're not.
You just don't see them.
No.
Under 60,000 miles on that one, Jim.
And the ones you do see or did see were often modded or messed about with. This isn't
nice to see
as
one.
it left the factory.
So straight.
So that's quite nice.
Really nice, that one. Lovely. Okay,
now then.
And then on to something really, really special, which, considering how much it was new and what it's available for now, wow. Not just a Vanquish, but a Vanquish S.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, what a car. What a car.
Yeah, and as we were walking towards it, I was about to do my best Sean Connery James Bond impression, but then I realised that Sean Connery didn't drive this. It was Pierce Brosnan.
It was young Daniel, wasn't it? Young Daniel had one of these. I think it was Daniel Craig, wasn't it? Had one of these, yeah.
But this is probably the true Bond Aston. But wow, what a machine. It does need a little bit of cosmetic love here and there.
Yeah.
Not much. It's just a bit of a tidying up and a bit of love. But what a car. And as you said, how much were these new?
Oh, Jim, I hate to think. I mean, the equivalent now, you must be looking at £200,000 for one of the equivalent to buy one today, new, must be low £200,000. This is estimated somewhere between 34 and 38, I think, which is just, you know, when you look at the amount of car that you get for your money, it's just bonkers. And the amount of performance. Now, I know this one's done 80,000 miles.
It has, but it's got a great history.
Lots of history with it.
It's got a fresh MOT, I believe.
Fresh MOT.
It's just...
Yeah.
It's a great colour. If you're a Bond fan, this is the car.
Yeah.
As I say, spend a little bit of money on it here and there, just a little bit of cosmetic tidying. Yeah. And you've got yourself a treat.
Yeah. So
and it could never, ever, ever be any cheaper than it is now. No. It's impossible.
No.
So yeah,
right.
That's a hell of a thing.
Okay, so that one.
Is that the lot for today?
I think that's the lot, Jim. I can't think of anything else. I mean, I'm guessing we'll be back with everybody next week, won't we?
We will.
I'd just like to say one little word of thanks to John, who phoned in this week, our one and only customer who loves us.
Really?
Yes, yeah. He watches us religiously on YouTube. He's delighted with what we do, so it's always good to be doing the right thing for at least one person.
Did you ask him to send us biscuits?
Curses. I'll have to do that next time I speak to him.
Right, well, there you go. We have a fan. How nice. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.